Haymans, and I'm here to talk to you all about law and society. I've been here in Charlotte County since 1960. We're in Southwest Florida, and we finally got a little bit of rain here. Thank you very much for a little bit of rain. But gosh, I hope it doesn't rain out the great events that are coming up this week. We've got the Steve Fest concert series that's going to be tomorrow night at the History Park. We've got the block party all day on Saturday and into Saturday night, and we've got some warnings of some thunderstorms and tornadoes and hail and things coming. And that's bad news for the block party, because this year they're into their reserves trying to pay for this. They've got an entrance fee that they've never had at the door to get in order to supplement the lost funding from other sources, including the city of Punta Gorda's. And so, hallelujah for the days, hallelujah for the rain, but please don't let it rain out the block party and the Steve Fest. I've been here in Charlotte County, as I started in Southwest Florida, since 1960. I grew up here. We've got a class reunion coming up in July. That'll be 40 years for the class in 1972, and it's my wife's birthday that weekend, and so I've been hesitant to sign up because we were planning on doing some things special for that. And last year there was a reunion that we had the class ahead of us that also invited, and that was my wedding anniversary, and so I'm taking up all of our some pretty important personal dates for that. But I think that we've decided that we're going to do, and so committee, I'll be sending in my application for all of the events, and that will coincide with the Freedom Swim this year, and that's going to be always July 4th. It's going to be in the afternoon this year, 2 o'clock. So, graduated from Charlotte High in 1972, went on to wrestle at East Carolina University for a year, and then, because I didn't study the way I was supposed to, I went to the Army for 3 years. Part of the 82nd Airborne Division. I was in the 2nd Brigade headquarters, and I say that, I read some pretty bad things in the paper, at least I consider them bad, when you're posing in mug shots with body parts. It's not a very healthy thing. It's certainly not healthy psychologically for the people who are involved, and it's not healthy for how we're viewed around the world. That's one of the things is that even if the other people are bad and do horrible things, we're supposed to be good. That's our claim to fame, if you will. I think that claim is overstated, frankly. If you read history, you'll certainly be devastated by how we have mistreated people in the world. And so, at the same time, this past century, we've done a great bit of good for people in the world. And so I understand this notion that we are good and best and the light unto the world. And that's what we're supposed to be. And so we're not perfect. When we recognize our problems, we're supposed to fix them. But we're not supposed to deny the problems. The first thing to fixing problems is to identify it and embrace it and then fix it. And so the 82nd Airborne Division has a black eye because of those photographs that came out. But so after the Army, I came back and finished at Edison Community College. It's a great institution. It's now called Edison State College, and people who have to find their way into that larger university system can find a very good way by starting out at Edison State College. Then I went on to the University of Florida after 2 years at Edison and ended up with a history degree at the University of Florida, primarily in U.S. social and intellectual history, and then on to a further study of what's really U.S. history to a huge extent, and that is law school, and graduated from there in 1982. Came to work here in Charlotte County from 1983 until just 2.5 years ago, with the major law firm in town, and got to practice with my dad. That was wonderful. And then went out on my own, and upon going out on my own, I came to Building a Zoo, which is this radio show. It's on WCCF News Radio 1580. The studio, The studio line is 206-1580. Toll free, it's 888-441-1580. I say that toll free because we are streaming live worldwide. We've had phone calls in from Beijing. We've had phone calls in from Montana, from Texas. We're expecting some from North Carolina, maybe South Dakota. We'll see what we get to.